Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Lost in LA Bumblecast. Hope you're doing well out there. We've had a pretty good week. No major medical issues. Do we do have
Knock
a
on
couple?
wood.
What?
Knock on wood.
Yeah, yeah. Knock on this. I found some wood. I knocked on that. We do have updates though on the ball guy for one.
Ball guy is doing great. I know a lot of you have asked. He's been home now a full week, and in his apartment, and doing great. Now he's receiving. A nurse comes in a couple days a week to check on him. He's starting PT tomorrow as well. Not that he really needs it, but the hospital thought it wouldn't be a bad idea, and so he's starting that this week too, and he's doing good. So thank you again for all your healing thoughts and prayers. And he, knock on wood, seems to be back to his old self.
Yeah, good news there. Also, the Orange Menace did have to go to the vet this week. Nothing serious. Apparently, he is on some kind of special food, and what is it? Every 6 months, the vet has to check him out.
Well, no, he also is on prescription food for his urinary tract because he's prone to getting crystals. So he's on a special urinary food that
Every animal in this house is on some special
so it's
food.
so it's a prescription
Said
food,
me.
and the vet requires she sees him at least to make sure, I guess, that he's alive at least once a year in order to renew his prescription. And that's so I had to take him in.
Yeah, the funny thing though
This
is
week.
about taking the Orange Menace to the vet. Even the vet is afraid of the Orange Menace. Why is that?
Yeah, there's a big like red, literally like a red tag on his folder that says, he will bite, he will scratch, not friendly. So basically, the vet gives him an exam, and quote unquote exam means from across the room,
Yeah.
because she can see, okay, he's moving, he's alive. She asked me how he's doing, but she can't actually examine him because he won't let her.
The only humans the Orange Menace tolerates are immediate family and the dogs somehow.
So
so he's a monster.
In order to give him shots or do any kind of procedure, they can do the shots by leaving him in his carrier and doing it through like the netting
through the cage.
But anything else has to be done. They have to, put him under anesthesia. So we try to prevent that as much as possible.
But health-wise, he's okay.
Health-wise, he's okay.
A routine physical.
He has gained half a pound, so that's also good news.
Yeah, we've never tried to bathe him, have we?
I've bathed him twice when he was a kitten for because it was necessary.
And that was it.
But he as far as like bathing, like the sneaky cat used to get bathed by the groomer, no, there's no way.
Yeah, be fun to document that.
Yeah, I'll document you.
Hey, Kato, what are you doing back
I'll
there?
document you giving him a bath or
I
trying
just
to
think
give
it'd
him
be
a bath.
interesting to see what would happen.
Yeah, you'll get all scratched up.
Speaking of interesting, I don't know if you've been following this. I'll read you another.
I'll go up there.
Burning Man has been going on, and Burning Man is, it just sounds like a terrible adventure to me. This year's really been bad because they've had a number of weather issues right off the bat. Like the first couple days of Burning Man, people are setting up all their tents out there and stuff. And during the setup, a big storm came in, a windstorm, winds 50 miles an hour, and it just really trashed the place. All those tents are fabric and stuff like that. All that stuff just got torn to pieces by the storm. And keep in mind, it's in the desert. It's on a dry lake bed, so it's really dry out there. If you've ever been in the desert in a windstorm, it's miserable. Everything gets coated in a fine, like gritty dust. It's like you can feel it in your teeth almost. That's how bad it is. So that was like day 1 or 2 of Burning Man. They had to deal with this massive dust storm. And in the middle of it all, the Orgy Dome got wiped out. Can you believe that? I thought that was the funniest headline. The Orgy Dome got blown away by the dust storm. Maybe God's trying to send Burning Man a message. I don't know.
Where is this? Somewhere in Nevada?
It's in northern Nevada, north of Reno, where you went to college for a year. And you've been up in that desert. It's miserable. There's nothing up there.
Yeah, but I've never been to Burning Man, thank God.
We've never been to Burning Man, and after seeing some of the images, we don't need to. But the headlines are hilarious. Like the Orgy Dome got wiped out. And then after the Orgy Dome got wiped out by the wind, they had a rainstorm. And not just, a regular rainstorm, thunderstorms in the desert on a dry lake bed turned it into just this muddy mess. So that was like the first 3 days of Burning Man. And now I think they set the thing on fire already. The big wooden, statue in the middle. Yeah, the middle man.
How long does Burning Man last? A week?
It's like a week. Yeah, a week of living in the desert. And
Living in hell.
yeah, yeah. And when I think of that, I think of, who wants to have an orgy after a windstorm and a mudstorm in the desert and no showers? They probably have showers for like basic, showers. They have
Mm,
motorhome showers or something. And toilets, I'm guessing porta potties. It doesn't
mm.
sound pleasant. And it makes me wonder who wants to go to the orgy in the desert at Burning Man? And do you have to bring a couple, apparently. That's one of the rules. There has to be two of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you have to sign a waiver, which makes it right there. If you have to sign a waiver to go to the orgy, that's a problem right
Oh,
there.
just for that. But I mean, you don't have to be a couple to go to Burning Man.
Yeah, there has to be two of you.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You can't go, no singles.
oh,
I'm
okay.
guessing you can imagine what that would be like if it's just a bunch of single guys lining up outside the door. Yeah, wouldn't be much fun for somebody.
Women, single women.
So yeah, we were wondering about that. So many questions about Burning Man. It'd be a great SNL skit, by the way, if SNL ever wanted to do something on it. And then on top of that, they had the mudstorm, the rainstorm. So yeah, a big messy week at Burning Man. It's finally over. I have to say though, some of the artwork out of Burning Man is kind of cool. I mean, a lot of the sculptures are really cool. There are people that build these like parade float things. They drive around, and some of it's really, really elaborate and creative. So that aspect of it's kind of, it's cool. But the rest of it, man, I don't need to do Burning Man. Just rent a convention space in Vegas, have it there, and after it's all over, you can take a shower in your bedroom and go get a nice steak dinner, something like that. That's about as far as I would go. Anyway, that's Burning Man. We do have a review for you today. It is Thunderbolts, the Marvel adventure movie, the latest Marvel movie. And this is kind of different from the typical Avengers movie. These are like the anti-heroes of the Marvel universe coming together to form a team. And we thought it was okay. It was good. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was good. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was. I enjoyed it. It had funny parts. It was better than some of the more recent Marvel
Yeah.
um, series and movies they put out.
It stars Florence Pugh, David Arbor, Wyatt Russell, also Louis Pullman, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So it's got a big cast of people in it. And I think Florence Pugh is, a real star. She really carries this movie, I think. David Arbor also provided just some great comic relief. So there were some good moments in it. I don't want to say
David Harbour's from Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things guy. Yeah, don't need to tell you too much about the plot because it's a superhero movie, but there are funny moments that keep it going, keep moving along, and you don't have to take it too seriously, which always helps as well. So Thunderbolts just came out on streaming, Disney Plus, and we liked it, and we recommend it. Good action, yeah. Anyway, I think that is going to wrap up our week in review. Olive, you ready to go out and play? I think she is. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Remember, we're all about rescue and adoption. If you're thinking about a pet, check out your local rescue agency or shelter. And remember, you can't buy a Bumble Bunch in a store. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.